Aku se kakandao Ya Rabbe sorendoreri Uflenso bani nema baki pase Bubui bulan sang rei bintang panon poe di sasate Cangget agung, muli batangan. Okay, do you know the songs that I sing? Okay, first, Apuse from Papua, and the second is Bubui Bulan from West Java, and the third is Cangget Agung from Lampung. Not only song, but we also have a rich culture like dance and food. So, why do you love the foreign cultures while our culture is more beautiful and diverse? Ladies and gentlemen, do you know the millennial generation is the best generation which has come after the reform era. They get sophisticated facilities than the previous year's generation. The millennial generation prefers to encourage new things to be creative. And of course, they can help everyone to anything to achieve. Today, we live in the globalization era. We have sophisticated technology that makes an enormous impact. One of them is in media technology. We know that technology in the field of promotion is very influential because promotion in the media of technology is very beneficial. Even technology can tell other countries about the things in our country. Not only sophisticated technology, but we also have rich and diverse cultural heritage. And we know that we have a lot of cultural heritage like customs, art, legacy, and others. Therefore, culture is one of the most important assets in this country. And this cultural heritage must be passed on to the next generation. Ladies and gentlemen, but unfortunately, we have a problem, and this problem can be divided into two parts. First, in this sophisticated era, our culture is starting to fade and almost forgotten because of the many foreign cultures that have entered Indonesia. For example, a lot of TV shows about foreign cultures such as Korean dance and songs. And without realizing it, many millennials prefer to Korean cultures like K-pop, and they watching via YouTube. Indirectly, we help them to get income from YouTube. They also learn more about Korean cultures than Indonesian culture. And if this is no longer preserved, and the millennial preserve to foreign cultures, this is a very serious problem. If it is allowed to continue, it will have a huge impact on the next generation. They can no longer see the cultural arts because they are not preserved. And it will have been replaced by outside culture. I repeat that this is a huge problem. And second, nowadays, there are many places like malls, cafes, and restaurants that use elements of external cultures. For example, cafe, which use elements of Korean, Japanese, Chinese cultures. Even though we have so many cultures, and if it is continued, it will have a big impact and our culture increasingly disappear. Okay, do you know the solution of this problem is? Okay, this is my solution. First, TV and YouTube channel in Indonesia prioritize the broadcasting of Indonesian cultures rather than the foreign cultures. Because we know that many millennials use a lot of technology such as smartphone, which is very fast the power of interaction and provides socialization to millennials who are important to preserve foreign cultures. So, not only do we know the details about their cultures, but they also know more about our cultures. And the second, use art decoration in a place. The young generation today is very happy to hang out in a place like cafe. This can be preserve our culture. If the cafe use the cafe if the decoration that contain art such as puppets and traditional paintings, this can attract consumer and can advance the business of the cafe. In addition to promoting and preserving our culture, often the children who play at the cafe will surely capture the moment because there's an element of art in it, and will then share on social media like Facebook, Instagram, and others. In my experience, I usually go to the cafe in my village, and there's only one here. So in that cafe, there are a lot of arts that's very interesting. So there are a lot of visitors who come to the cafe because they are interested and curious. And indirectly, this will promote our culture, and because they know about our culture. And that's the important rule of our culture in the millennial era. Ladies and gentlemen, technology and culture have a huge influence on millennials to achieve success generation in today's era. We can promote the spirit of our culture, and our cultural heritage is not fade or forgotten. Millennials and the next generation can make good use of our culture, and we must introduce our culture further to the other countries. So, Indonesian culture is to be preserved in effective way, namely technology. And we must make our cultures successful in the hands of millennials. Thank you.